Today's recipe is the traditional bread sauce. Now, nobody wants to be faffing around with sauces on Christmas Day, do we? I mean, bread sauce is a traditional English sauce, but it's seldom made other than on Christmas Day. And bread sauce freezes really well, so once you've made it, you can freeze it in advance, so you could make it as soon as you like, and then freeze it ready for Christmas Day. So for the bread sauce recipe, and it basically needs white breadcrumbs, which you do yourself, don't buy the breadcrumbs, because they're much nicer when they're completely fresh, without crusts, and you can just blend them up in a liquidizer to break them down into breadcrumbs. You're going to need an onion, and traditionally cloves, and not everybody likes cloves, but I think it is a traditional scent and aroma for the bread sauce, so they should be there. So we're going to stud the onion with the cloves. We've got some bay leaves going in there as well, some black peppercorns, some milk, obviously, and some butter and a little bit of cream. Now, you basically, once you've studded your onion with the cloves, you bring the milk to the boil and you drop the onion in there with the bay leaf and the peppercorns, and you just literally let that simmer. Take it to boiling point first, but let it simmer to get all the flavour of the onion and the garlic and the cloves all together. And then remove it from the heat and just let it sit with a plate on top of it. And so all those flavours infuse in. And I used to leave it in the kitchen for a couple of hours. It's only just bringing the boil, leaving it on the side, getting all the flavours in. And then right at the last minute when you're ready, you drop in the breadcrumbs and you mix it all together. Remove the onion, of course, because you've got the onion in there with all the studded cloves, which you won't want to bite into, believe me. And remove the bay leaf. And then basically just stir in a touch of butter. Make sure it's warm enough, because you're going to need to reheat it a little bit now after it's been sat on the side, and that the breadcrumbs have swollen up enough to thicken up the sauce, and then serve it in the middle of the table with your turkey. Now, I'd honestly think that we don't have bread sauce enough, because it is absolutely delicious, but it's also absolutely essential. I love it with my turkey.